This week on Pregnancy Pros, I'm your host, Grace Woods, and we're going to be discussing what to expect at the end of your pregnancy. Well, you're almost done. Yay, you made it to the end of your pregnancy, the third trimester. Whoop whoop. So you may be experiencing some symptoms such as stretch marks, heartburn, cramps, backaches, fatigue, and hemorrhoids, and many more. Really, whatever you're experiencing is a symptom. But don't worry, you're almost done, and at the end, you'll have a beautiful, beautiful baby. So, today we're going to be discussing what to do during the last few weeks of pregnancy. Some things to do is exercise, not vigorously, but still you should try to stay active during these weeks. And one of the most important things I'm going to say, what to do in the last few weeks, is listen to your doctor. I can't say this enough, but listening to your doctor is one of the most important things to do during your pregnancy and after. The next thing I'm going to suggest is wearing a good pair of shoes. If you're going to be walking and being active, you should have a good pair of shoes while holding a baby. The next thing I'm going to say, and I can't say this enough, is you must get enough sleep. And you have to have a good, healthy diet and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Also, during these last few weeks, you should be figuring out details about the baby. Godparents, if you want that, like you should be taking classes in order to prepare for when the baby is really here. And the most important thing I'm going to say is you need to find a pediatrician for the baby, so after the baby is born, it can have everything that is necessary and to stay safe if anything happens. The next thing I'm going to talk about is your diet during the third trimester. During the third trimester, you should be eating about 200 to 300 more calories than you have been in the last two trimesters. Good foods to eat are ones high in calcium. Foods that are high in calcium usually include milk, and foods are yogurts and cheese. It is good to eat something with calcium at least once a day, but not more than 2 or 3. If you're a vegan or allergic to dairy, substitutes are dried figs, almonds, spinach, and broccoli. You should also be eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, like I said before, but you should be washing them very vigorously in order to make sure that they are safe and don't have any toxic or pesticides on them that you will be putting into your body. You should also be eating foods that are high in starch. Foods with starch help regulate blood sugar while pregnant. Some of these foods include bread, pasta, and rice. Lucky for me, I love fried rice and pasta with baka sauce. You should also be eating foods that are rich in protein. These foods include chicken, fish, and eggs. If you're eating fish, it's good, but you should not be eating it more than twice a week. And you also have to make sure that it is fully cooked through. And if you are eating fish, you should be eating oily fish. Oily fish have omega-3. The benefits of omega-3 are that it helps develop the child's brain while in your stomach. Vitamins that you can be taking during your pregnancy are iron, calcium, vitamin D, potassium, and like I said, omega-3. So now we're going to be talking about after, like post-pregnancy is get a lot of sleep. You deserve it after carrying a baby for so long. Next, check on yourself and your mental health. This is extremely important and you have to do it for both you and the people that you are surrounded by. Eat healthy meals. It will help you feel mentally better and it will help your body as well. Drink plenty of water, and most importantly, keep up with your doctor visits for both you and the baby. It's very, very important. We're going to now discuss baby blues. Baby blues happens about 2 weeks after pregnancy. That's how long it lasts. And this happens when you kind of get upset after having a baby, Symptoms of this is unexplained crying, insomnia, sadness, irritability, restlessness, and mood changes. There's a very different line between postpartum depression and baby blues. Postpartum depression usually lasts more than 2 weeks, and you have feelings of guilt and worthlessness. You may even have thoughts about hurting your baby. If this is happening, you must reach out to a doctor. The next thing I'm going to talk about is body changes post-pregnancy. A change that you will notice is your breasts are larger. This is due to the milk that is in there. In order to help pain, you can use a warm or cold compress and use cream for cracked or sore nipples. If you are also having constipation after having a baby, eat a good diet and eat foods that are high in fiber. The area between your vagina and rectum also may be torn or sore. In order to help this, you can do Kegel exercises and ice the location. You may also be sweating a lot more after having your baby, especially at night. In order to help this, you can try and keep cool by a fan or using less blankets. You may also receive cramps. This is due to the uterus returning back to the original size, and this will result in cramps. You can ask a doctor about medications that are safe and recommended. One of the last things of that your body will change, there are also many changes, but these are some that I've had, is vaginal discharge. This will happen about 2 to 4 weeks after pregnancy. This is the body clearing out the waste from your body and the uterus. This is extra blood and all the waste, and your body is using discharge in order to clear it out. You can use pads until the discharge stops. And this is all we have for this week. Thank you again for listening to Pregnancy Pros. I'm your host, Grace Woods. Happy pregnancies!